you in a minute. I'm going to share my screen.
It still isn't on, I don't think.
No, it's still going to the old one.
Dang it. I thought we got it. Well, next time, let's make this a video ahead of time.
We can just share the link for the page where it is working right now if you guys
Yeah,
want
just
in
share
the
the link.
chat.
Okay. All right. Do you want to? Can you walk me through that?
If you refer them to the channel, they'll be able to pick it up.
Okay.
They'll see it playing on the channel.
All right. So let's make sure we have that one. So this is it, I think. Hold on, let me share my screen. Okay, so this is it, I think. Brendan, are you? 17 watching now. Is this the right one?
Yeah, that's the one that the link that I shared is this one.
Did you share it?
I just put it in the chat. I'm sorry if I wasn't
Okay.
supposed to.
Yeah, the other problem is the chat keeps moving, so if you get flooded with things, it'll disappear.
You know what? Maybe we should just.
Yeah. Okay.
Yuki,
So,
can
yeah,
you see?
With the link he has on there, it is definitely coming through.
Okay.
But that was this one. I just put it in the chat in here.
Yeah, it's working now. That's right.
Okay.
And people are coming.
Yay.
Just keep posting it a few times.
All right, where else should I post it?
Just keep posting it in the chat because it'll keep going up as people keep commenting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should I post it somewhere else too?
I don't think
feel
so.
like, okay, Melissa said
I mean,
we're
you
all
can email
frozen.
it out if you want, if people are getting on late or whatever, but.
Okay. Well,
They can see us now, so we should get going.
Yeah.
they can? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Let me get this.
All right, let me hang up so you can concentrate.
Okay, let me mute, everybody mute. And I'm gonna mute myself.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully you are on this along with your friends and family on the new link. We apologize for the technical difficulties. If you have a family or friend who is not on this new link, please email or text it to them. We do apologize. Hopefully everybody has found us and we're going to get started a little bit late, but here we go. Welcome to the first Graduate Social Work Department Fauxmencement ceremony. I am Dr. Tina Shirelli-Helminiak, and I have the honor of serving as the department chair and MSW program director for the last 3 years as this distinguished cohort of graduates move through our program. Before we begin with our celebration tonight, I do want to ask for your forgiveness as we have experienced some technical difficulties. This is the first time that we've ever done something like this, and while we practiced and we tried to troubleshoot what we could, we knew there were going to be some hiccups, and so we apologize for getting this started a little bit later than we had hoped. That being said, I do want to extend a special thank you to the MSW program coordinator, Beth Sheeran, for organizing the Fauxmencement and figuring out the technology to make this happen so that we could gather as a community to celebrate the achievements of these graduates. From all of us logged on here tonight, from literally around the world, thank you, Beth. I would also like to thank MSW Philly student Margaret Monterio, who designed the super social worker artwork for the Fauxmencement ceremony you see on the screen right now. Earning a Master of Social Work degree is not an easy feat, especially considering many of our students continue to hold full-time employment while caregiving and maintaining service to their communities while in the program. I would be remiss to not also acknowledge the sacrifices made by family and friends who supported our students as they moved through their school and field work. Thank you for supporting your loved ones on their path to an MSW. To the class of 2020, you will surely be a memorable cohort. You put into practice the advocacy skills we taught you immediately and influence change in the MSW program across the Westchester and Philadelphia campuses. And we could not be prouder of you for it. You represent the most diverse student body in all of Westchester University, with 55% of students identifying as a person of color within a predominantly white institution. You are all—
Tina, everyone is saying that it's frozen and spinning, like loading, it's not working.
No. Okay. Sorry, everybody, if you can see this.
I wonder if it's just overwhelmed from everybody being on it. Do you all think we should just
I would
record it?
suggest getting rid of the virtual backgrounds. We had
Okay.
that trouble when we did tenure and promotion interviews.
I think that it's this link that I just posted is the one that I get when I pull the link from the what do you call it, from Zoom, and everyone in there is saying that it's working. Yes. Yeah. See, if you follow the link that I just posted, I think this is the one that we need to be using.
Okay.
So yeah, there's 100 people watching in there. The chat keeps going and saying working here, working here.
Oh, good. Yay.
So can we just drop this link? I'll drop it, or do we want the channel to drop it into
Can
the
you do
original
it?
chat? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to get off the screen.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
I hope somebody's recording this for bloopers reel.
Okay, should we continue where we left off? Is everybody quiet on the set? Okay, back to you,
everyone. So I'll start over with my remarks in case anybody missed them. Welcome to the first Graduate Social Work Department Fauxmencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Tina Shirelli-Helminiak, and I have had the honor of serving as the department chair and MSW program director for the last 3 years as this distinguished cohort of graduates move through our program. Before we begin with our celebration tonight, I do want to ask for everyone's forgiveness as we have experienced technical difficulties and we may experience more. This is the first time we have ever done anything like this, and while we practiced and tried to troubleshoot what we could, we know there are bound to be some hiccups, as there have been along the way. That being said, I want to extend a special thank you to MSW Program Coordinator Beth Sheeran for organizing the Fauxmencement and figuring out the technology to make this happen. As we gather together as a community to celebrate the achievement of these graduates, from all of us logged on here tonight from literally around the world, thank you, Beth. I would also like to thank MSW Philly campus student Margaret Monterio, who designed the super social worker artwork for the Fauxmencement ceremony you see on the screen now. Earning a Master of Social Work degree is not an easy feat, especially considering many of our students continue to hold full-time employment, have caregiving responsibilities, and maintain service to their communities while in the program. I would be remiss to not also acknowledge the sacrifices made by family and friends who supported the students as they moved through their school and field experiences. Thank you for supporting your loved one on their path to an MSW. To the class of 2020, you surely are a memorable cohort. You put into practice the advocacy skills we taught you immediately and influenced change in the MSW program across the Westchester and Philadelphia campuses. And we could not be more proud of you for it. You represent the most diverse student body in all of Westchester University, with 55% of students identifying as a person of color within a predominantly white institution. You are also diverse in your age, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, abilities, and practice experience. But you are so much more than these identifying characteristics. You are all beautiful. You are all social workers. And you are starting your professional social work career in the midst of a global pandemic. That is significant. You are essential to protecting human rights for the most vulnerable individuals and families, and upholding values of social justice within organizations and communities. You are resilient. You are social workers. You are superheroes. You are golden. I would now like to introduce the College of Education and Social Work Interim Dean, Dr. Cheryl Neal McFall.
Thank you all so much for having me here tonight to celebrate with you. I want to take a moment to acknowledge this great achievement, your master's degree in social work from Westchester University. Although the final months of your time at WCU may not have been what you envisioned, your perseverance, empathic nature, and dedication to your profession during these unprecedented times truly shows the amazing social workers you all have become. Your passion and commitment to empower, advocate, and focus on justice for all is paramount now more than ever. As our journey through life brings about both challenges and opportunities, I invite you all to continue to show grace, kindness, and compassion to all of those you encounter. Show them what it means to be a WCU graduate. This is your moment to be celebrated. Earning a master's degree is both a life-changing and life-giving accomplishment, and I know all of you will make a difference out there. Congratulations on your outstanding achievement. You are all superstars. Keep shining. I will now turn it over to Dr. Stacy Metz for the presentation of awards.
Thank you. Welcome, graduates and loved ones, family members. I'm Stacy Metz. I'm the MSW Program Graduate Coordinator for both Philadelphia and Westchester campuses. I have the absolute honor to be able to present the awards, both from the Graduate Student Association as well as from our department. First, with the Graduate Student Association Awards, this is the first year that graduate coordinators have partnered with the Graduate Student Association to acknowledge excellence in our graduate student body at commencement. And we have two programs within our department, the Gerontology Graduate Certificate Program that is led by Dr. Angela Lavery, the graduate coordinator, and I would like to present her program's award on her behalf. The Gerontology Certificate Program GSA Award for Excellence in the Field goes to Kelly Gallagher. Dr. Lavery said that she is a dedicated advocate and social work student. She consistently practices in the field according to core social work values. Kelly displays courage needed to handle ethical dilemmas and stands up for human rights and social justice. Congratulations, Kelly. Next, as the MSW Program Coordinator, I have the pleasure to be able to present the MSW Program GSA Award in Excellence in Leadership, Service, and Advocacy to Brandon Medley. Brandon is a career changer and an undeniably strong advocate and an innovative emerging leader in the social work profession. He's a leader in our department, serving as Phi Alpha president across Westchester and Philadelphia campuses. He's responsive to student body needs, and in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, he thoughtfully crafted and continues to deliver a good news for today videocast. In addition, Brandon collaborates with Dr. Allison Neff, one of our faculty members at the Center for Carceral Communities, on a variety of supportive initiatives with individuals in Philly who were previously incarcerated. In all, he embodies social work values and leads with a human rights and social justice lens. On behalf of the faculty and staff, we commend you, Brandon, for your commitment to the program and the social work field. Congratulations. And next, we'll move on to the graduate social work departmental awards. We have 3 awards: the David Siegel Award for Excellence in Advocacy and Policy, the Award for Excellence in Social Work Practice, and the Human Rights Awards. The award. I will present nominees and then the awardee for each award, but for both campuses. So the nominees for the Westchester Campus David Siegel Award for Excellence in Advocacy and Policy are Rose Montgomery, Rosie Linares, and Aaron Spencer. And the award goes to Rose Montgomery. She's a fierce advocate for policy change, strategic and thoughtful in her work. She's a lead researcher on the team that produced quality findings that honor the experience of Black MSW students within our historically and predominantly white institution. And while the actual programmatic change is on the horizon, she's developing policy recommendations that will be presented to the President's Cabinet and other high-level administrators here at WCU. She's methodological, generous, and respectful, but unwavering in her advocacy for equitable policy change. As I too have observed in all that she does, whether in the classroom, on campus, or in the field, she's a wonderful leader, advocate, and social worker. Congratulations, Rose. Next, the nominees for this award on the Philadelphia campus are Kyle Reddy and Callie Tran. And the award goes to, it is a tie. Both Kyle and Callie have been awarded. Kyle has been an advocate for herself and classmates throughout her time in the MSW program. She's been willing to share perspectives that have influenced change, not only in the overall MSW program, but on the Philadelphia campus. She was clearly an active participant in the campaign school for social workers as well. Callie has moved into a committed leadership role for the student population in Philadelphia in her role within the Student and Community Engagement Committee on the Philadelphia campus. Congratulations to you both. Next, we have the Award for Excellence in Social Work Practice. The Westchester campus nominees are Denisha Alston, Brandon Medley, Mary Kate McShane, Ureli Laura, and Julia Hopkins. The award goes to Ureli Laura. She was born and raised in Kennett Square, the daughter of Mexican immigrants. Her field instructor spoke of her extraordinary efforts in going above and beyond the call of duty as an MSW intern. Pre-pandemic, she covered all 6 schools in the district and created a middle school girls empowerment group. And amidst the pandemic, she continued as an intern until the end of the semester, well beyond the required number of hours she had to fulfill, stating, "This is my community, I want to help." When the schools closed in March, Ureli developed a resource manual for students and their families in both English and Spanish, incredibly responsive. In short, Ureli is the epitome of the type of practitioner that we strive to prepare with our MSW curriculum, understanding and well-versed in practice with individuals, families, and communities grounded in human rights and social justice. Congratulations. And now the nominees for the Philadelphia campus for the Award for Excellence in Social Work Practice are Raquel Richardson, Nafisa Nasir, and Lee Stewart. And the award goes to Raquel Richardson. She has been a practicing social worker and human services provider for years. She's skilled at connecting with people and viewing the world through diverse perspectives and circumstances. She sees every angle of an issue and respectfully presents alternative narratives and circumstances to encourage both empathy and generosity. She has a confidence and a charisma that others are naturally drawn towards. She's an informal leader with her peers, looking to her for guidance where everyone values her opinion. Prior to pursuing her MSW, she even supervised MSW interns in her practice. Her years of dedication and service were obvious in her advanced classroom conversations and her ability to conceptualize complex social issues from a holistic perspective. Her advanced intellect is matched by her compassion for those the social work field serves. Raquel embodies the rare and weird qualities and actions deserving of the award for excellence in social work practice. Congratulations. And our last award is the Human Rights Award. The Westchester campus nominees are Kelly Gallagher, Aaron Spencer, and Brandon Medley. The award goes to Brandon Medley. As I said before, he's recognized as a fantastic student social worker and leader. He's dedicated to individuals and families within the field at Paoli Hospital, as well as being dedicated as an advocate and leader for MSW student body through Phi Alpha. From a human rights perspective, his work at the Center for Carceral Communities to assist and support the vulnerable group of formerly incarcerated individuals makes him a great nominee for the Human Rights Award. Congratulations. Lastly, our nominees for the Philadelphia Campus Human Rights Award are Yvonne Fields Woodson, Natalie McGraw, and Virginia Carr. And the award goes to Natalie McGraw. As a nurse, Natalie wanted more tools to become a better advocate for her patients, so she sought out our degree. In class, she provided a perspective that allowed her classmates to approach human rights and social welfare concerns through an interdisciplinary lens. And in practice, she is committed to using her experiences as an immigrant who served in the US Army to improve the quality of care provided to veterans. Today, she is on the front lines of the COVID-19 response in Philadelphia. She is an inspiration. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I want to say congratulations to all our nominees, awardees, and to the entire graduating class. I would now like to turn things back over to Dr. Tina, where she will invite us to participate in a moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Metz, and congratulations to all of our award winners. You are all fantastic and have shown immense leadership during your time in our program. At this time, I'd like everyone to join us in a moment of silence to recognize two members of our community not here with us today. Kathy Fleischman passed away in January 2019 and would have been graduating this year with her Philadelphia campus cohort. Kathy began the MSW program in 2017 and excelled in her coursework. She was completing her first field practicum at an agency supporting older adults. Her last day at the agency was in celebration of Kwanzaa, where she shared her musical talents on the guitar. Kathy was a self-identified queer rabbi with a lifetime worth her own unique personal and professional experiences. She was a strong voice and asset to our campus community. Troy Hughes was a graduate of the MSW class of 2018, Philadelphia campus, and he recently passed away as a result of COVID-19. He was a longtime employee of the city of Philadelphia, most recently in the prison system. Troy was a leader among his peers and respected highly by all of his classmates and faculty. He always had time to support and encourage his classmates. And his loss is not only a loss for his family, friends, and our WCU community, but to our profession as well. Troy gave so much of himself in the community and lived out the values of our profession. Thank you. And I now like to introduce the leaders of our student organizations, Brandon Medley, Charlie Kramer, and Thomas McRae.
Hey, everybody. I just want to start out by thanking you for allowing me to speak here. As Dr. Neal mentioned before about perseverance, it's kind of going to be the basis of what I'm going to talk about. So that's been the embodiment of my social work career. So initially I applied to Westchester and I didn't get in, but unfortunately it was because I didn't have an educational background in social work, and my grades weren't good due to personal reasons. But I used that as more of a way to better myself. So it was a stepping stone for me where I wanted to come off of that failure and see how I could improve myself. So I took extra classes at a community college and I improved my references to the point where I got into Westchester. And then I got into Westchester on a provisional status, which is usually where you'll get in, you have to get a 3.0 your first semester or you won't be able to come back. So I had a pressure on me where I wasn't sure if I was really in the right spot. I felt kind of like I had some self-doubt on me. However, I proceeded to continue to go throughout the semester, hoping that everything was going to work out. Well, then thankfully, a professor told me that my writing wasn't where it should have been for a graduate student, which was actually a saving grace for me. Because like I said, in my undergrad, I was in communications. So I did a lot of journalism. I never really did real research papers. So her coming to me and telling me that my writing needed a lot of work was another stepping stone for me where that constructive criticism led me to seeking extra help from a tutor and kind of getting my writing up to a graduate student level. So then you fast forward to a year later and I applied to Phi Alpha and I got in, I got accepted. And then a few months later, I became a part of the board. And just like the rest of the stuff that went on in my throughout my social work career, so up to this point, there were challenges and failures, but with Phi Alpha, we had financial issues, we had turnover, we had communication issues, things that made it a little bit more challenging. However, as a team, we talked to each other, we supported each other, and we did everything we could to sort of get over those barriers to the point where we ended up having t-shirt drives, we had a donations out to a restaurant. We did a number of social events just to sort of, we even, for Kathy Fleischman, we donated a memorial or something in her memory to show respect to her. So those are just some of the things that we did to sort of help show, and we even did small things on the side. So we had like luncheons for the students, and we had like a financial advisor come in to talk to everybody and teach them about balancing their money. So we did little things here and there, but enough to sort of show them that we're there as a support system. And to this point, we now feel comfortable. We actually brought in a new exec board where we know that they have already shown a lot of ideas and strategies, which make Brandon, myself, and Dr. Neff very comfortable in the future of Phi Alpha. And I'm going to turn it over to Brandon to tell you a little bit more.
Thank you very much, Charlie. I'd just like to start off by saying again, or for the first time rather, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve as the president of the Westchester University chapter of Phi Alpha. Phi Alpha is the National Social Work Honor Society. It was founded in 1960 by a group of undergraduate social work students at Michigan State University. The name chosen for the society at its inception was Phi Alpha, which means love of humanity. It's since grown to over 400 chapters across multiple different countries, and the Westchester University MSW chapter was founded in 2018 by Kevin D'Alfonso. It's now counted among those 400 chapters. As Charlie had mentioned earlier, there were several barriers and difficulties that we encountered over the past semesters that required us as a student organization to think outside the box in regards to accomplishing our goals and facilitating those events that we held. I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the faculty and staff of Westchester University who've helped Phi Alpha to grow and prosper through helping to refer students to us for membership and pointing out individuals that they thought would be great members of the executive boards. I'd like to take a moment to give a very special thank you to Dr. Allison Neff, a professor at Westchester University and our faculty advisor. In the face of all the challenges and adversity that we've experienced as an organization, Dr. Neff has been there supporting us and acting as our greatest champion and advocate. She's truly, truly gone above and beyond the duties of a faculty advisor in her ongoing support and encouragement of the organization. And I know I speak for Charlie and myself both when I say that we credit her with a lot of the success that we've accomplished this year. The official slogan for the Phi Alpha National Honor Society is "Through knowledge, the challenge to serve." The challenges that lie ahead of us are not only numerous, but they are at times uncertain. These are the challenges that we as the graduates of the MSW program now gladly accept as we move forward from this stage of our lives into the next one. I know that I'm not alone when I say that I know deep down that each and every one of us in this graduating class will face and overcome these challenges with the same grace, determination, and passion that we've all exhibited throughout the course of our master's degree and in finishing it over the last several months in these uncertain and unprecedented times. As I reflect on the name of our organization and what it means, the love of humanity and the code of ethics that forms the basis for our profession, I know that armed with the knowledge, training, and support that we've gained through our MSW program, we're truly ready to face those challenges and to go out into the world and express our love for humanity. I'm going to go ahead now and introduce Thomas McRae, the president of the Association of Black Social Workers. Thank you again, and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to the class of 2020. Some of you all I know personally. I want to shout out on behalf of the ABSW, Alexis and Linnell. Thank you all for all the hard work, time, and dedication that you put into the organization. I'm proud that I've got the chance to get to know you all, and again, personally, congratulations to you two on graduating. On this day, the day many of you all have worked so hard to get to. Some days it felt like it would never come. Some of you all reflect on your first day in the MSW program where probably felt like you had a long 3 to 4 years ahead of you. And now on this day where graduation is here, I just want to again say congratulations to you all. I understand currently the struggles of you all probably dealt with trying to balance work life and school life, internships, but finally the day is here, and I hope you all just feel proud and can rejoice inside and with your family and loved ones. Many of you probably will never pick up a book again. This is the end. Your MSW was like the last time you would ever be a student. Some of you may go on to get your PhD, PsyD, or whatever doctoral degree. But the end, everyone in this graduating class, I know that you all will do great things for the world, for the universe, and for each other. Despite our current times and having this graduation via Zoom, which could be unconventional, it's still graduation, and nobody could take that away from you all. So, while it may not be the opportunity to walk across stage and shake hands, still take this moment to rejoice and be proud, because graduation is a big thing. And many of you all have overcome some very difficult, challenging backgrounds, I'm sure. Many of you all have dreamed of this moment of getting your MSW. Many of you all knew you wanted to be social workers out the womb. So please, while the graduation may not be the most conventional, it's still graduation. And I want you all to remember this and this feelings and this moments that you have. Before I wrap up, I wanted to share just a brief story. Earlier this week, my heart was saddened at the murder which took place almost 2 months ago in the state of Georgia. The media is now talking more about the story, and social media is having their views, and we're seeing a lot come out. But I wanted to just say this person's name in hopes that you all remember it and on this day, it becomes something that drives you all in your social work practices. Wanted to talk about the story of Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old African-American man who was just jogging through a neighborhood in Georgia and was murdered and profiled by the hands of two white individuals who have now been arrested. But one of the things that we saw in this system is how flawed it is, and why there's a possibility that these two individuals may be charged or set free. We have seen this way too many times before, that the justice system doesn't always serve the most appropriate justice. This Ahmaud Arbery story is basically our 2020 version of Trayvon Martin. I don't know for many of you all familiar with Trayvon Martin's story, but for me, being a freshman in college at the time that Trayvon Martin death happened, it was an eye opener for me and the current system that we live in. So my heart is saddened by that, because it's another racially motivated death that has occurred in a land that seems to be progressing in every other category but racial injustices. One of the things that stood out to me, and hopefully stands out to you all, that you don't have to be a person of color, Black or brown, to be affected by what's going on in society, how this type of hate is causing division, and it's breaking us apart as a society and as a community. Again, Ahmaud Arbery was only 25 years old, and many of you are graduating or a few years removed from 25. Some of you may be 25, a year younger than 25. But the thing that stands out about this story is how it could easily be any one of us. Malcolm X once said, "I am for truth, no matter who tells it. I am for justice, no matter who it is for or against. I am a human being, first and foremost. And as such, I am for whoever and whatever benefits humanity as a whole." Many of us on this Zoom line, like I said, have all come through various trials and tribulations. And now you all have made it. You all are graduating with your MSW. And you've now been charged with the specific task to advocate and fight for the lives and equality of people of all backgrounds, cultures, and colors. And there's a lot of diversity in the university. There's a lot of diversity in this graduating class. There's a lot of diversity in the world. And many of us have a voice, but a lot of us don't have a voice. So in a corrupt world and flawed system, I'm just curious to maybe one day look up and see somebody from this graduating class took the charge to speak up for the voice of those who can't speak for themselves. So who will become the voice of the voiceless in this class? It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is, what your background is, but we all have been affected by inequalities in some way. And I'm no singer, so I'm not going to sing, but J. Cole does have a song called "Be Free." And the chorus in that song is, all we want to do is break the chains off. All we want to do is be free. All we want to do is take the chains off. And all we want to do is be free. The graduating class is the most important class. It's an opportunity to help folks break their chains off. It's the opportunity to change the system in ways that it may not have been changed before. And given the current state of the world and our reality right now with the COVID-19, who knows what society will look like when it goes back to normality. There's a lot of folks that will need saving, some help, some encouragement. And I know that you all from this class are the ones that can help go out into the world and do those things. I hope that you all find the courage and the voice to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. The lives of those that have been slain due to injustices in a corrupt system where many folks are imprisoned wrongly. Whether you decide to go into child welfare, law, wherever God takes your heart. I hope that you all find the confidence, find the love, and find the joy and the passion, do something that you love, and do it for a lifetime. Again, I just wanted to, state his name, Ahmaud Arbery, the 25-year-old African-American man that was shot in Georgia, just for running through a neighborhood. Again, any one of these stories, Trayvon Martin, Eric Gartner, it could be any one of us, just minding our business one day walking. But there's a lot of youth out there that are in poor neighborhoods, poverty, that don't get the opportunity to walk across this stage, that look like me and that look like some of you all. They don't get this opportunity. And I just hope that you all take advantage of this and really find joy and find love and find courage to do really great things. So again, congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm very happy to, be in this moment to participate and celebrate this with you. And Congratulations. With that said, I will pass it to Dr. Tina for the presentation of the candidates.
Thank you, Thomas, Charlie, and Brandon for your leadership. And thank you, Thomas, for speaking the truth and for raising awareness to all of us on this Fauxmencement Zoom this evening. And if any of you tuning in have no idea what your loved one was doing in getting a social work degree, because we're often confused with psychology and sociology, that's what makes us different. That's what makes social workers different. We speak truth to power, and we speak up when no one is able to speak for the voiceless. The social workers speak up. And we should all remember that Ahmaud did not die in vain, and that we must speak out for racial injustices. And in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And this class of 2020, I know that you won't be silent about things that matter. You will speak up. You will be the advocates of social justice and the realization of human rights for all. So thank you, Thomas, for bringing us that piece of awareness. And now, the moment we have been waiting for. Dr. Akbar, Dr. Bean, and I are honored to present to you the Masters of Social Work class of 2020. And I'm currently sitting in the dark. We lost power. So if at any point I lose anything, Dr. Akbar will take over for me. Rebecca Ackerman. Hillary Ali. Danisha Alston. Bailey Bain.
Lauren Baker.
Paige Bankhead Lewis. Cheryl Barr. Peaches Beecham. Ashley Bezak.
Marquetta Bond.
Jessica Borelli. Caitlin Brewer.
Alexis Bridges. Amelia Bronson.
Nancy Buggy. Tashawn Spongy. Christina Burton. Courtney Byrne. Rosemary Carpenter.
Virginia Carr.
Rebecca Carter.
Miniqua Cotton.
Megan Crawford. Joseph Cuff Wright.
Lisa Dandrade.
Jessica Davis. Stephen Davis. Miranda DeLauder. Christy Dinsdorf.
Lexis Duckett.
Laura Engelhart.
Amanda Fernandez.
Allison Flannery. Kirsten Fravel. Kelly Gallagher. Tamia Giddings, Amishai Goblid, Emerald Green, Sharif Green,
Claudia Greenholt,
Cassandra Griffiths, Julia Hackenberry, Summer Headley, Harley Hill, Mary Holiday,
Julia Hopkins, Caroline Huff, Leah Hughes,
Stony Hall, Victoria Iwanowski, Christine Jeffers, Anne-Marie Django, Monique Jenkins,
Antoinette Johnson,
Wanda Johnson, Charlie Kramer,
Yareli Laura,
Sarah Lily,
Rosie Linares,
Michelle Liu, Ryan Lucas,
Kathleen Mallon,
Krista Mandillion, Caroline Mathis, Tatiana McCoy, Demara McDowell, Natalie McGraw, Jalea McNeil,
Tiana McNeil,
Mary Kate McShane, Molly McTamney, Brandon Medley,
Rose Montgomery,
Diamond Morgan,
Christy Napolin,
Nafisa Nasir, Morgan Osborne, Faith Osborne,
Grace Picard,
Christina Pilat,
Latia Presley, Maura Quigley, Linnell Cusack, Ria Raju,
Raquel Richardson, Kyle Reedy, Barry Lynn Romero, Diana Ryder, Alexis Saunders, Mary Sandifer, Jamie Sarowski,
Scott Schaefer,
Angelina Smith, Brianna Smith, Chloe Smith, Darlise Smith, Frankmina Smith, Lakeisha Smith,
Aaron Spencer,
Stephanie Stamler,
Bradley Steese,
Lee Stewart, Jasmine Taylor, Kali Tron,
Christopher Tyler,
Olivia Van Loan,
Natalie Vargas, Gabriela Vero,
Sheree Walker, Amari Watkins Stewart, Janelle Weaver, Rhonda Williams Dixon, Amy Wilt, congratulations 2020 graduates. Congratulations to all the graduates. What a wild ride it has been. I still remember my very first class with some of you from this cohort. That first class was very interesting, and then it was on from there. It was not my first year teaching. You were not my first class, but you were by far my most vocal and passionate, and I've seen the most growth from your cohort. And you will definitely be my most memorable class. It's only fitting that you would end up graduating during a worldwide public health pandemic. Business at the top, party on the bottom. You lost a lot of folks along the way. Some left, some didn't make it, and many of you thought you were not going to make it. But you being here now is a testament to what you can do, and I think what you will do. You are all here, you all made it. I've watched you grow from students working in jobs such as law firms or Starbucks to leaders and changers, people who are eager to go out and change the world. And there is no doubt in my mind about what you will do. You have so many skills and talents related to social work and otherwise. You are all the leaders that we need at this moment. I want to remind you about what I talked to many of my classes about, but it's even more important for you now as graduates. I'm talking about the difference between being agents of social management and agents of social change. I know that you won't be the status quo in these agencies. I know that you will speak up and out against unfair policies. I know that you will speak up when you see oppression and supremacy hurting the people and clients that you serve. I know that you will be advocates. I know that you will be loud. Be loud. Now is social work's time, and now is your time. You are the leaders of the next social work movements. So many things have been changed or taken away from us because of the pandemic. So I know that many of you are probably mourning the loss of a real live graduation with all the pomp and circumstance that you deeply deserve. And we are all so sorry that we won't get to see you walk across the stage. But we do want you to know that we are all extremely proud of you and the work that you've done. We wish you all the best as you transition out of Westchester and into your social work careers. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Woo! Let's hear it for the graduates.
superb.
Thank you. Congrats,
Thank
graduates.
you. Congratulations, everyone.
We love you all. Congratulations.
Love you all.
Bye.
Force is with you.
Here for Dr. Tina, who kept going when she lost power. Woo!
Hey, throw those caps up. Woo!
Woo! And in the words of Dr.
everybody.
Julie Tennille, we will be planning a kick-ass bash when we all can be together again.
Absolutely.
Okay, stay safe, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.